Hey, what's up guys, T-Shirt over here, coming out a video today. Right, so I've been playing Raccoons, and then I played some more Photon, and then I played some more Raccoons, and then I love both decks. They're both completely different playstyles. So much fun to play both of them. However, I am going to take Raccoons to a regional, so I've been spending a lot more time practicing with Raccoons. One thing that I did in the past, which I realized is a really stupid mistake to make, but when it comes to playtesting, if you're going to practice for regionals, do not play single games, because I play singles because I want to have a broad range of different decks that I'm playing against. But, you know, if you go second, you know, fundamentally, if you go second, you will lose more often, and you'll make yourself feel like your deck is bad. But in actual fact, going first does put you at a significant advantage, especially when you play a deck like Raccoons. I think in the match that I want to show you, I played against Six Samurai, and I think I went second on the first game, and I think I managed to pull out a win because I think he had to understand how Raccoons work. And Raccoons has that little bonus of the fact that a lot of people don't really play against them very often, and you can actually win games straight up just because they need to read the cards and they misplay. They activate Fiendish on the wrong card, they waste failures, they do lots of random things. You know, if you use Divine Wrath on a Sandayu while there's two of them, it doesn't die, so it's a huge waste of resource, you know. So stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to show you the deck, the game that I played against Six Samurai. I got 3 different games. I think I won. I think I did anyway. Let's have a quick look. Right, so the thing to note about Six Samurai is that they explode fast. He opened up a pretty good hand, okay? I opened up Obedient Scored as my first card, so I'm not too sad about it. But I did Veiler his card because I didn't want him to get 2 Bushido counters on his 2 Six Samurai United. But my hand itself is pretty bad, so I go and make myself some my Sandai, you get a Raccoon token, and I plow through his stuff. So I knew that he had more Six Samurais in his hand because he was going to special summon with Kagemusha. No, not Kagemusha, Kageki, sorry. But I do have Mistake, which I would have liked to have opened up with before he activated Shien. But stuff like Mistake, it's a good card to main, but at the same time, it really isn't. I made a huge mistake here, but point is I managed to hit his back row, which is going to prove to be a problem later on, so at least I hit something. He didn't have a follow-up. This is one point to note here. He didn't have a follow-up for Vetanuki at this point. He just, I summoned the token, attack over it. He had no outs to it at all. I mean, in that scenario, would it really have been a good idea to make Shien? Probably not, because it means I get 2500 token and I can just crash into it for no cost in my hand whatsoever. So, I make Download Magician because there's no point having a Sandayu on the field for no reason. This is one card that I wasn't anticipating, 6-style dual wield. Activate only if you control. If the only monster you control is a 6 Samurai monster on its own in face-up attack position. Select 2 cards your opponent controls and return them to the hand. So I lost my download, and he goes and makes himself another Shien, I think. He makes some stuff. He makes a Toria Beast, gets Asceticism off, makes Anishi Beast. Iru, Inishi. He doesn't have game, but he has practically beaten me because I know that I was going to top deck into something crap. If I had Obedient scored, he'd be able to negate it, so he pretty much set up the field to win there. So I lost the first game, so I was in an uphill struggle thinking, if I'm going to win Game 2 and 3, I'm going to have to side into Maxis. I'm going to have to take out my mistakes because I'm going first, but like Mistake might not put in as much work as I'd like it to, even though Six Samurai predominantly searches everything, but they have to open up well to go off. So my mentality was that you take out the mistakes and you put in stuff that will hit them hard mid to late game, because I can. If I'm going first, I will outpace them in terms of resource. So it's up to them to see what my hand will be, and I, you know, make it work. So I opened up like okay. I mean, I opened up Burst Reverse and 10-10. So he didn't open up too great either, but he, you know, sort of played the passive play first. I drew into Maxi, which proves to help me a bit later on. I do have Burst Reverse live now, 2000 life points. Target a monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face down defense. So he goes ham and summons Barkion. And I go in Tantan, get Kalantosa. Kalantosa pops Shogun Shien because I wanted to resolve Burst Reverse in the end phase because you can only activate 1 a turn, which would have been Book of Moon that turn. So 10-10 goes and gets myself another Kalantosa, which pops back row. I knew that his Barkion was not a threat, so I was just going to plow over it with sheer brute force here. So I go by myself 2 Sandayus and 2 2200 tokens. So by this point, I completely dominated the field. I got the lock set up. I have 2200 tokens. He takes any more damage, he's going to lose. he drew into that card, Dual Wield. It proved to be really good in the first game, but he topped into it when he needed to top into something else. Six Samurais are terrible top deckers. You know, if they explode and you survive their explosion on the field, they have no follow-up whatsoever. That's the problem with Six Samurais. They're great to do like a quick game with, but in terms of a regional or a large tournament, if you see them, expect just to side in Maxi, because Maxi will stop them and they won't be able to follow up, you know, they won't be able to recover basically. So, you know, using Six Samurai United will help that, but at the same time, Raccoons have a follow-up every single turn. They can just keep making Ronin, Raccoon, Sandayu over and over again. So Six Samurai just can't keep it going, that's all. That's my opinion of it anyway. So I opened up Maxi, which is pretty good. Kageki, Maxi. He summons Kagemusha and ends his turn, so I didn't draw into much else. But it means that it doesn't go into Shien, which means I get to do whatever I want now. So I go Dark Hole, set everything. I opened up 3 MST and a Fiendish Chain. He has Asceticisms into Kagu. He summons Spirit, and I MST, and he 6 Samurai Shiens. I Fiendish Chain, and so I take away his card, and I stop him from attacking, so I can literally 10-10 right up this bitch. So I go and get Raiko, make Sandayu. I knew he didn't have Vela, so Tree Otter allows it to, when you control another beast type, you can target another beast on your field, and it goes up by 1,000 attack. So you can make the monster, that the Kagemusha token that is summoned by Sandayu, you can use Tree Otter to make it 1,000 attack points higher than the highest attack point monster on the field. So you will always win the fight. You don't have to use Closed Forest, because I like Closed Forest, but it's a terrible top deck, and you don't really want that in a regionals. So I thought using Tree Otter would be a better solution, and it turns out it is generally more or less. I MST 6 Samurai because I knew that the only way you'd be able to find outs is just by using those cards. I Sandayu into another 2500 token, and I plow through. He draws into Dual Wield again, and he pretty much scoops. This is it. He can't do anything else, so he surrenders. And that's it. So I managed to claw myself back 2 games and take the match here. I think overall, this particular build of 6 Samurais could have been slightly better, but he had all the right cards in the right place. It's just a couple of cards need to be thought out. I think he was running multiple of Dual Wield, so he didn't really need to. He didn't have to run that card whatsoever. He could have run more Magatamas. He could have sided into more stuff that will be more painful against me. You know, maybe something like Overworked, because that would be a typical side that 6 Samurais can side into. Overall, he needed to side a bit better. I don't think he drew into any of his sides, so that's, you know, not my problem now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and my next video will probably be a Photon game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.